Okay, young man, I see your sign. I saw it from across the street. I found it interesting. What are you saying?
All right, well, basically, if you look at Fox News, or really any of the major media corporations' news on this protest, they are completely denying its credibility because, frankly, they're searching for their own ulterior motives. They're looking out for themselves. This protest is incredible. It is magical almost, and frankly, they just are saying still we're just a bunch of dumb kids, you know, and that's just ridiculous because we're not. We're all people of different ages, different backgrounds, but we know that something is wrong, and if they're not representing that shared knowledge, then they're not doing their job. They're not doing any justice as the media.
So there are two issues here. One, they are doing a kind of superficial coverage. And number two, they're not doing enough coverage.
It's not that they're not doing enough coverage, it's just that they're spinning it. You know, they're spinning this protest because they know they can make it look however they want, you know? They're taking clips of people they think sound dumb and they're putting it on the air and they're making it a laughing, a prospect of laughter. And it's just ridiculous because people here are so devoted and so dedicated that they deserve to be represented fairly and truthfully.
Well, you have an opportunity to tell Fox, a news station, what you really think. Let them know why you are here.
All right, well, frankly, Fox, I mean, you know, I understand exactly why you're doing what you are doing, but it's ridiculous, it's wrong, no one agrees with you, and for every person you brainwash, there are at least 100 people who know the truth. So, you know, open your eyes, America. Open your eyes.
What do you want to see? What do you want to achieve within the movement? Occupy Wall Street. What do you want to achieve?
Well, fundamentally, I think what we need above anything else is a reform in campaign finance and politics. That's something that we can all agree on. You know, these corporations have their tentacles embedded in our political system, and they exist for their own profit. So they should not be representing the people. They should not be allowed to have that kind of voice. We should have that kind of voice. And frankly, here it is, you know? So I think campaign finance reform is a key prospect. You know, if you get the money out of politics, then politics can be real again.
You think this movement is going to spread nationally?
It already is. They have it in LA, they have it in Philadelphia, they have it in all kinds of cities, even smaller cities. They have an Occupy Flagstaff, Arizona. It's everywhere.
You think it's going to also spread globally?
Well, I mean, a lot of other countries have similar problems to us because we've exerted this influence over the world, you know, make them think how we think. So yes, I think that if people in the other countries realize that that things are not going right, then I think they'll stand up just like we have.
So who represents the new world order? Is it the 99% or the 1%?
It's the 99%.
99%.
Yeah, it's us. It's not them. You know, like it or not, their generation is going to fade eventually, and no one can take over except for us, and we're going to do it justice this time, you know? We're going to fix it.
Well, there's a lot of social inequities in the society. There's still a lot of racial polarization in spite of the election of President Obama. How does the movement, is this part of the conversation within the movement?
Well, it definitely should be. I mean, the fact that some people are using how they feel that President Obama has failed them for whatever reason, and insinuating, you know, racist notions from that's ridiculous. It has nothing to do with race. It has to do with the fact that the guy can't get anything done because of you know, the corporate policies. He's trying, he just can't, you know. And anyone who thinks that is a matter of his race, background, or Islamicness, which is not the case, you know.
Some people are saying that the Tea Party is an anti-democratic party. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Some people say that the Tea Party, you know, that conservative wing of the Republican Party,
right,
that is an anti-democratic movement. What do you think about it? They say it's fascist, totalitarianism.
I don't think it's fascism. I just think those people are grossly misinformed. You know, I mean, if things go their way, if they got what they want to accomplish done, then they wouldn't benefit from it. You know, it would still be the 1% benefiting from it, and it's just a case of brainwashing with the Tea Party, in my opinion. You know, you've convinced these people to believe something that will help you as part of the 1%, and they got your back. because you make it really comfortable. Corporations are comfortable, you know, we can find comfort in them because they provide us with things. But the fact is, they're looking out for their own interests, and they're not going to help us.
So the 99% is willing and ready to absorb the Tea Party and re-educate them.
Yes, I think the best thing you can do with the Tea Party is just tell them what's up. Just explain it in, you know, in simple language, and, you know, if they don't understand it, then they're really not using logic. It's just common sense, you know? It's just
so are you a student, or are you
I'm a student at Fordham University in the Bronx.
What are you majoring in?
Philosophy, actually.
Philosophy?
Yeah.
So you're the guy that tried to decipher Condorcet, Descartes, and Hume, and all of these other guys?
That's a little modern from what I'm doing. I'm still in with, you know, Plato and Aristotle.
Republic, right?
But yeah. You know, the thing is, what I think we should do here is have a conference like Plato's Republic, where you decide how you would run a society if you know, you had the choice. That's what they did, and it was kind of the basis for modern.
But Plato's Republic, at least theoretically, talks about an egalitarian state, a perfect society.
Yeah.
Is America as a democratic society? Is it truly democratic? Some people say that democracy in America is a cliche for the dictatorship of the ruling class.
That's it. I mean, yeah, that's as well as you can phrase it. The fact is, you look at things like the Electoral College. What is that? The Electoral College just makes it so all of a sudden it's not actual democracy. It's some people interpreting your democracy and processing it and making it smaller numbers, you know? Face it, Gore would have won if it was the popular vote, but he didn't because of an arbitrary system that makes no sense.
So what you're saying, democracy in America is still a work in progress?
Oh yeah, it's still a work in progress, and, you know, all you can say is you hope you figure it out someday, but it's not there yet. That's for sure.
And as a work in progress, there is still an American foreign policy that is being formulated by the American government. Since democracy is a work in progress, do you think that America should be around the world spreading democracy?
Oh no! I mean, the fact is, with that, it's not our business. Like, that's just another, like, common sense thing. Like, no, it's not our business to force our beliefs on other people. You know, people should be allowed to have their own goddamn cultures. But the fact is, we just want to wash everything with our little Hollywood sheen and just make it something we can relate to. But the fact is, that's not how the world is, and that's not how the world will ever be. You know, we can try, but we're going to fail. We're just going to piss everyone off.
Do you see a third political party coming out of the Occupy Wall Street movement?
That would be great. I certainly hope so, and I hope that one of the things that they advocate most for is reform of campaign finance. Because if you got that, then you can actually make some differences. But as long as you have the corporations acting as the, you know, behind-the-scenes voices of the politicians, you're not going to get anywhere. But yes, I can see a third party coming from this, and I think that it would be just the realest party ever. You know, just.
So to put it in a nutshell, you really want to see some real, serious, concrete reforms take place within the system, socially, economically, and so on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the fact is, all these people, they want different things, but they want, the main point is that they're not satisfied with the status quo. And, you know, you can bash them for not having a leader or a clear-cut message, but the fact is, it doesn't matter. They just want things to change, and they deserve to have things change for them.
Do you think if there was a clear-cut leadership, you think that the mainstream media would be more prone to cover what's going on here?
I mean, I think if there was a leader at this point, what would end up happening is he'd just sell out eventually. You know, he'd just sell out, and it would, you know, because he needs to get more money, he needs sponsorships, and then you're part of the corporate machine right there. There you go. But
so the movement is working diligently, very hard, and not to allow itself to be co-opted by corporate America.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, no corporations are touching this place. That is for sure. I mean, but I mean, you can only go so far in avoiding corporations at this point. A lot of people in a lot of places in the country, not New York City, luckily, but they don't have a choice besides to shop at corporations. You know, they literally don't have any other way to get things that they need: food, medical supplies, whatever. Even the basics they have to buy from corporations because all that's in their town is a giant Walmart. You know.
I see. Well, this is wonderful. How long have you been here? How long have you been down here?
I just, well, today I just got here a few hours ago. I was here on Saturday too, all day, and I mean, I'm gonna every extra moment I have, you know, I'm gonna put it in here.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So
Good.
It was really nice talking to you.
You too.